Imagine this. You're hiking deep into the wilderness, surrounded by towering trees and the hush of nature. The trail is quiet, except for the crunch of your boots on the forest floor. Then suddenly, you hear something, a rustle, a whisper. You turn around, but no one is there. You press on, but when you glance back, your backpack is gone. You take another step and your shoes feel heavier, almost as if something unseen is tugging you down. You stop, your heart pounding. You realize the forest is too quiet. That's the last anyone ever hears from you. Search teams comb the area, dogs sniff for your scent, helicopters scan the treetops, but there's nothing. Not a body, not a shred of clothing, just gone. This isn't a story of one unlucky hiker. This is the reality of the missing 411 phenomenon, a terrifying web of disappearances that have plagued America's wilderness for decades. Thousands of people, children, hunters, experienced outdoorsmen, vanish without a trace. The strange patterns, the eerie similarities, and the chilling silence from officials have led many to believe this isn't just a random chance. Tonight, we dive deep into the corners of this mystery. We'll explore real cases that defy explanation, the theories that range from government cover-ups to alien abductions, and the cryptid legends whispered in campfire tales. But be warned, once you hear these stories, the forest will never feel the same again. The term Missing 411 was popularized by researcher and former police officer David Paulides. While working on other investigations, Paulides noticed a disturbing trend. People were vanishing in U.S. national parks under bizarre, often chilling circumstances. These weren't your ordinary missing person cases. They followed strange patterns. Victims were often found far outside the area where they should have been, sometimes in places already searched. Children vanished, only to be found miles away, across terrain they shouldn't have been able to cross. Bodies turned up in areas with no cause of death, clothes neatly folded beside them. Dogs used in search operations frequently lost the scent, as if the trail just stopped. What makes this phenomenon especially terrifying is the silence surrounding it. The U.S. government does not keep a centralized database of people missing from national parks. When Paulides requested information through FOIA, his inquiries were denied or deflected. It's as if someone or something doesn't want us to know the truth. On Father's Day weekend, 6-year-old Dennis Martin was playing hide and seek with his family. He ducked behind a bush and never came out. Search teams scoured the area for weeks. The Green Berets were called in for reasons never explained. No body was ever found. 14-year-old Stacy was on a horseback trip with her father. She walked a short distance to take photos and vanished. Her belongings remained untouched. Despite weeks of searching, no trace was found. Several experienced hunters vanished while out in familiar terrain. Rifles left behind, campsites untouched. Hunters, of all people, don't just disappear. They know the land and they carry weapons. In multiple cases, toddlers wandered miles away, across rivers and mountains, only to be found alive in impossible locations. When asked, Some said they were helped by a big man with fur or a woman who looked like a ghost. Now here are some theories. Natural explanations, animal attacks, exposure, accidents. But why no remains? Why folded clothes? Predatory humans, serial killers or kidnappers. But how do they operate in silence across decades and states? A government cover-up, secret bases under national parks, underground tunnels and experiments. And why deny the Freedom of Information Act requests? Cryptids, Sasquatch abducting victims, skinwalker legends from native traditions, Mothman or other creatures that stalk remote areas, paranormal and alien theories, UFOs taking people from remote wilderness, interdimensional rifts, portals hidden in deep forest, and evidence, electromagnetic interference, dogs refusing to search. Paulides identified eerie clusters of disappearances. Many occurred near bodies of water, granite, or caves. The patterns suggest intent, almost as if someone is choosing the victims, places, and times. So what's really happening with the missing 411? Are these simply tragic accidents, human mistakes in dangerous terrain? Or are we staring into the face of something far more sinister? Something stalking the forest, something choosing who gets to leave and who vanishes forever. Think about that. The world's most powerful government refuses to keep a record of the missing. Elite military units show up in searches but never report their findings. Theories of creatures, portals, and UFOs all swirl around these cases. The only certainty is this: people are disappearing, families are left with no answers, and the forest remains silent. So next time you hike a national park, ask yourself, what's watching you from the tree line? Because if it can happen to children, hunters, and hikers, it can happen to you. And if you've ever felt the forest go quiet, if you've ever felt like something unseen was following your every step, maybe, just maybe, you've brushed up against the truth of missing 411. And if you found this chilling deep dive opening, hit like, drop a comment sharing the theory you believe most, and make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because we're just scratching the surface, and the next mystery might be even darker.